Are you looking to buy a house here in Northern Virginia? And maybe you know how much money you make, right? But you don't know how much house you can afford and what areas you should be looking in. Well, in this video, I am going to break all that down for you because that is one of the most common questions I get from all of my YouTube viewers. So let's go ahead and give a few examples, and I'm going to tell you by yearly salary what areas that I would suggest. So let's assume we're looking at a 7% interest rate and you are putting down 5% of a down payment. And then I also threw in that maybe you have some extra debt, like you pay $500 a month in a car payment, or you have $500 a month in student loans. So let's break down by yearly salary, and we're going to keep going up, and then we're going to see what you can afford, what you could expect to pay in payment. That includes maybe taxes and PMI, which is mortgage insurance. And if you want more information on that, I can certainly connect you to one of my lenders. So let's go on the high end for each one of these. Let's say you're making around $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and you are looking at $460,000 is what you should be able to afford at a payment of around $3,500 at that 7% interest rate. So what areas would I suggest? Number one, a little bit further out from Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia is going to be Culpeper, Virginia, with a medium sales price of around $480,000. What do I like about this area? They have an amazing, charming downtown area. It has been named the #1 small town in all of Virginia by numerous magazines. It's also close to Lake Anna, Virginia, and it's about 30 to 45 minutes from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And also I have done some videos for Ryan Homes where you can buy a new townhouse for around $350,000 or a single family home in there for $450,000 to $500,000. I will link that in the captions below, but definitely a great area. A little bit of a commute though to Northern Virginia, but I would definitely consider that area. The next area that I would consider would be Winchester, Virginia, with a medium sales price of around $365,000, which is also the fastest growing town here in the state of Virginia. Near Winchester, you also have a place called Stevens City, Virginia, that's very popular. What I like about Winchester, again, they have a really nice, charming downtown with a little bit walkable area, walkable shopping, plenty of breweries and wineries. It is also fairly close, about 30 to 45-minute drive to Ashburn and Leesburg, Virginia, if you were going to be working there. And I have also done videos for Lennar where you can buy brand new homes in neighborhoods for $400,000 to $500,000. It is probably the most affordable area on the outskirts of Northern Virginia, but a really great area that I would definitely consider if you are into the outdoors. All kinds of different housing options there. So keep in mind, like I said, at $460,000, you're looking at about $3,500 a month payment if you put down 5%. Another area that I would consider, which you can get a little bit priced out of, it can get a lot more expensive than $460,000, but you can definitely get a townhouse or a condo, and it will be a lot closer to Washington, D.C. than Winchester or Culpeper, is going to be Manassas, Virginia. One of my favorite things about Manassas is, of course, the infamous Colgan High School named after my grandfather. Manassas has so many companies like Lockheed Martin, to Aurora Flight Services, to Micron. There's all kinds of companies based. And again, Manassas has all kinds of history with the Manassas battlefield, and then of course Old Town Manassas, where you can walk around every first Friday during the summer. They shut down all the streets and everyone walks around. It can definitely get a little bit more pricey, but you can still get a condo or an older single family for under that $460,000 budget, and it's about 30 miles west of Washington, D.C. And they also do have Virginia Railway Express access if you wanted to take the train in. Another area that I would consider would be Fredericksburg, Virginia, a medium sales price of $435,000. The thing that I really like about Fredericksburg is it's right off 95. Now the traffic can get bad there, but there is all kinds of things to do, like downtown Fredericksburg, the Fredericksburg Nationals with the stadium, and then of course Central Park with all the shopping. It's also close to Quantico Marine Base. It can also get a little bit pricey as well, but you can definitely get yourself an older Rambler style house or a single family, like a townhome for around, $400,000. So it's definitely well within that budget of $460,000. Now keep in mind, anything under $460,000 in the Northern Virginia area is definitely going to be a competitive thing, and that's why you need an agent like us that knows how to win in multiple offer situations. So if you're thinking about buying a home, definitely text me at the number below. But let's talk about some different salaries. All right, so let's say you're making around $100,000 to $150,000 a year. We're gonna go up $150,000. You're gonna be approved, should be approved to around $750,000 $635,000 with a monthly payment of $5,500 a month. What areas would I consider if that was your salary range? Reston, Virginia, for sure, located over in Fairfax. They have the metro system, medium sales price of $535,000. They also have the really popular Reston Town Center where you can just walk around, shop, you can live there, you can work there. The prices though in Reston go all over the place. You know, you can get a high-rise condo for a couple $1,000,000 to a townhouse for $500,000 to $600,000, but that area is extremely popular. It's also a lot easier to get over to Tyson's Corner, Virginia, or Dulles Airport. It is really conveniently located, and like I said, all kinds of different housing options, large schools, large hospital, just pretty much anything and everything. Plenty of companies are based out of Reston, Virginia, so I definitely would consider that area. Another area that I would consider would be Haymarket, Virginia, a little bit further out from Reston, but that's going to be a lot more of golf course gated style communities. Haymarket also has a really cool downtown area, medium sales price of around $750,000, which you can get a large single family home, you know, on a golf course, or you can get that large, you know, townhouse that is going to be a lot bigger than a lot of different single families, 2-car garage. It can get a little expensive as well, but if you're looking for that little bit more of like a slower paced life, brand new elementary schools, brand new middle schools, Haymarket is definitely a great area. Also super close to a lot of wineries and breweries, and then Jiffy Lube Live, the concert hall, all kinds of things to do to Haymarket, but tons of different housing options. Haymarket can also get a little expensive. It's going to be a little tight with your budget, but I definitely would consider Haymarket for sure. All right, so let's say $150,000 to $200,000. Let's go off a $200,000 salary. You're looking at about $1 million sales price, or $7,555 a month, around there, with that 5% down payment. Now, one area that is completely blown up, and it's not a huge area, but a lot of my Amazon Web Services buyers or my the State Department buyers have looked into Herndon, Virginia. Herndon is another great located area, close to Ashburn, close to Reston, close to the metro, super close to Dulles International Airport. Medium sales price of $616,000. I just had someone who moved from Canada and they bought a beautiful home in Herndon from me, right close to the downtown, for about 1.1, and that place was really nice. I really loved it. That's a really great location. If you're going to be commuting into Amazon HQ2, that's a great spot to go to, or maybe Nestle or Boeing down in Arlington. That would be a huge area that I would consider. Herndon is definitely popular, and that's one of the areas that I see completely just keep going up and up in value. Another area that is extremely popular is going to be Ashburn, with a medium sales price of $775,000. All kinds of data centers around there. Then of course you have One Loudoun with all the shopping, the golf, whatever the golf driving range thing is. I don't golf, obviously. They also have the iFly experience, and they are actually planning on double sizing the size of One Loudoun. There is all kinds of things to do there. Plenty of data center jobs. Ashburn, though, has gotten really extremely expensive. Like I said, medium sales price $775,000. I think to get a single family in there, you're going to be around $900,000 to $1 million, but you can certainly get some beautiful townhomes in there, and that's an area that has plenty of upsides and job market. Then of course you have Arlington, Virginia, which is going to be very walkable, super close to Washington, DC, with a medium sales price of $646,000. And that's kind of deceiving, right? Because in Arlington, you can get a condo that's going to be hard to get a loan on, but that's going to be around $300,000 to $400,000. But you can also get a townhouse for $1.5 million, or an older single family for $800,000. But Arlington has all kinds of different housing options. Again, with Arlington, very walkable, very hard to have a car. Crystal City is located there as well, and then National Airport, and of course that's where most companies are headquartered now. Very popular area. Plenty of younger people. If you're looking for that nightclub life, you're looking to go out to eat all the time, you're looking to go out in DC and go to the Kennedy Center, that is a really great spot to live, and one of the more popular areas in all of the United States. Another area that's going to be extremely popular if this Wizards and Capitol Arena go down is going to be Alexandria, Virginia, with a medium sales price of $622,000. $100,000. Old Town Alexandria though can get super expensive. We're talking multi-million, but you can get some houses, townhouses, condos closer to the Springfield area side of Alexandria in that $500,000 to $600,000 range. So I definitely would consider that. Of course, you're going up to $1 million, so you can definitely get all kinds of different things. $800,000 single family, $900,000 townhouse. So many housing options. And of course, we have done videos on Alexandria, also super close to Washington, D.C., very popular area. You really don't need a car as well. You can certainly just walk around everywhere that you need to go, jump on the metro system. So if you're into that busy city life, Arlington and Alexandria would definitely be ones that I would consider. But with that $1 million budget, maybe you don't want that busy lifestyle. You can pretty much get any house that you would want in that Haymarket, Gainesville, Ashburn, Reston area. You can get some really nice single families to Woodbridge, even out in Fredericksburg. We're talking big houses for $1 million. So if you don't mind commuting, or maybe you flex and you only go 2 days a week, I would consider some different areas. But you know what? If you're a young professional and you love being close to the city, definitely you cannot go wrong with Arlington or Alexandria. All right, now $200,000 to $300,000. You're looking at around $1.4 million with a 7% interest rate and a monthly payment of only $11,000 a month. Where would I consider if I was going to be spending $1.4 million? If I wanted to be closer into DC, maybe I didn't want that Arlington or Alexandria busy place, I would consider McLean, Virginia, medium sales price about $1.1 million. Now you're not going to get a mansion, but you are going to get a pretty nice townhouse or a smaller single family. I also would consider Vienna, Virginia with about a $1,050,000, medium sales price. Plenty of options there. They are very close to the Capital One headquarters by Tyson's Corner, Virginia, where the mall is with all the high-end shopping and all kinds of different things. But at that $1.4 million price range, you have plenty of different options. You can go out to Western Prince William County and get a house on 10 acres, or you can go over to Woodbridge and get a house on the waterfront over there for $1 million. You can get a townhouse in Arlington and Alexandria that's going to be spectacular. You have plenty of options. But if I was looking to spend that type of money, I would probably want to be in Fairfax, near that McLean to Vienna area, or maybe even the Tysons area. Those are the areas that I would consider. But these are just a couple different options that I wanted to show you guys based off of your salary and what you can do per year and what areas that I would suggest. We can show you houses in any one of these areas, but definitely subscribe to my channel. Hit me up at this number below if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. You can tell that I obviously know the Northern Virginia area, and we work with all kinds of buyers from this YouTube channel. As always, subscribe, guys.